Asian household.
He said, "How are you doing?"
Good.
I'm still cracking up on this show today.
Oh, steak, yum. But this right here was so good. If you weren't already reading Action Comics, this isn't like you go pick it up and check it out kind of thing. I mean, sure you can. It's action packed, huge stakes. We know that.
Steaks. Yummy.
Yeah, we know that from without
You
spoiling.
said something about high stakes, totally different, and he was like, "Steaks, yummy."
And he had walked off before it happened too, so he was out of cam, out of mind. You just hear that comment. As soon as I saw that in the chat, I just pictured that from y'all's perspective. Like, yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was hilarious, dude. I was cracking up. It was on point.
Steaks. Yummy.
Yeah.
Oh, good to see.
No, Skip was a really big indie guy.
At least.
It may get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But regardless of what happens, we're totally prepared.
Haters gonna hate.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and we are back for another FOC and chill. I hope my mic sounds okay because I think it might have unplugged, but let's get right into this because I think it does sound just fine. So let me shut this off because I needed to make sure. Let me get into the chat. Actually, before I get into the chat, let me get the link in the chat so we can find out what are the subjects of the week. As I mentioned in my reel today on Instagram, we do have the subject of cosplayers and Sticky Goose, which I didn't watch all the video. Once again, guys, I'm not very good about watching the whole video, but from what I saw, it was pretty dumb and pretty funny. So we could talk about that if you guys want to, or we could talk about other things. We got the homie Cliff jumping on, and we have the homie TJ Flash by Nights Comics jumping on. Shout out to the homie TJ, as usual, pushing for the FOC. We'll see if it can actually happen or not. We got Las Cruces coming in early saying what's up. Appreciate you, Las Cruces, always coming through. GT Key Comic coming through saying what's up as well. We've got the officially unofficial, yes, Geek Carrie coming through. What's up, Carrie? Good to see you.
Hey, I heard my caddy special.
Representing. We got Entropy and Comics coming through. What up, Kevin? I appreciate you stopping by. Mark coming through, jumping in to say what up. Early night. Oh, so no, Mark, we won't get his opinion on cosplayers and whether or not they're annoying. We'll have to get by without him. Shout out to the homie Mark. Will Bohr came through as well. What's up, homie? Good to see you. P2, formerly known as Phil's Treehouse Comics. What's up, Phil? Good to see you. Never enough Phils.
By the way, I saw him last night on stream as Phil's Treehouse. I think P2 is just like the casual, not let me get you all riled up version. And then like when it's something like special, like between the lines, it's Phil's Treehouse. Now we're back.
I think
we're back.
I think P2 is mobile Phil. I think he did say that. We got
Mobile Phil.
Comics of the Voice. What's up, homie? Thanks for coming through. Cliff on Comics is here as well as Carrie. What else? Who else we got? We got Hack here as well. What's up, my man? Thanks for coming through. Frog Brawler is in the house. I just played Frog Brawler in NCAA 25. It was a tough matchup, but Georgia Southern was able.
But can he pass the ball yet?
He was able. He threw some picks and it cost him. But he was able to get some points. I think he scored 21 points, so he was starting to put it together a little bit.
Okay.
You know, it's
I'm waiting for when y'all need a special stream for his first win. Well, no, but for his first pickless game, y'all need a special stream.
Beckerman, I know you're usually tired around this time, but I appreciate you coming through and saying what's up in the chat as always. And yes, it's mobile Phil, guys.
I can't
P2
believe
means he's
like,
on the move.
I had a big ass weekend, so I know why I'm tired. But all these other people, I'm like, well, what the hell? What were other people doing?
I bought a car over the weekend. That is
that's stressful.
And tiring.
Are you happy with it?
So far, it's used, but it's okay so far.
Is it certified used?
Good luck with that.
Yes, it does come with a warranty, 4-year, 48 months.
Good.
Yeah, 48,000 miles, 4 year, that kind of thing.
All right.
John's Comics with Kids coming through. What's up, homie? I appreciate you taking some time. We got the infamous, if you will, Collecting with Durs in the house. What's up, Durs? I'm seeing your name ringing out. I saw your name ringing out on that Comicsgate guy. What was his name, Carrie? John Dale Arose.
Wait, we're ending up on his radar?
Yes, he talked about Durs. He went to Durs's page. I don't know if Durs saw that, but that comics guy got into the stickers gate stuff and actually went to Durs's page, started to laugh, and then they left. So that thing, then the thing about the sticker thing is it just went. It even hit the Comicsgate people, dog. It's incredible, really. You gotta.
If the Comicsgate people are aligning with you,
I'm not entering
something wrong.
I'm not fighting the culture war. I'm not jumping into all of that. I'm just saying that guy talked about sticker people.
I'm just saying that just typically, if Comicsgate people are aligning with you,
it's a bad look. You know, Comicsgate people confuse me so much because a couple people who I respect and admire are in there. And like I've said to them in person, I'm like, how? Why? How deep are you in?
Oh, Durs, you didn't see that? You didn't see them talking about you? Yeah, there was a ton of people in that chat, and you know they were all co-signing everything he was saying. So prepare yourself for that.
But the thing is that's a very toxic arena for somebody that does not agree with the mindset. So, if you go into that arena and you do not agree and you speak up, it's very.
Well, that's the thing.
I was in the chat saying stuff. They
don't really speak up. They're just like, yeah, whatever. I've worked with these guys, and they get my stuff published. And what am I? And I can't even feel like I don't even know how to feel because when someone who I respect and admire in this industry is telling me, well, it's like it's the only job I could get, so I just keep my mouth shut, put out work, and collect my check. Like, what am I supposed to tell them to do? Please go hungry because I think they're monsters.
Well, here's the thing. I totally hear that, but what about some of the voices that aren't getting heard? You want to work for them? Maybe you can, cause a revolution on another end.
But they're not hiring them. They're not. The people I'm worried about who've been suckered in are people who are like, hey, I haven't had a solid gig in a very long time, and I've pitched stuff, and these guys were like, come on board, and and great, and so I did, and they pay me, and I feel terrible hearing these stories.
Are they able to have their if they're script writers, are they able to express themselves freely, or are they kind of?
I'm going to be more specific. The two people I'm concerned about are artists.
Oh,
right. And
okay, so yeah, a lot of time with artists, you sometimes you get to it's with graphic design. Sometimes you get to have your own viewpoints, and you encounter people that want your artistic viewpoints put forth and entertain those ideas. But a lot of times with people like that, you end up being a workhorse.
Right. But anyhow, in this case of these two individuals, they're getting paid, and it's keeping the lights on and keeping the family fed, and I'm very sympathetic to that, even though I'm not necessarily sympathetic to the overall cause.
Shout out to J2. The low grades are represented here tonight. I appreciate you coming through, J2. Good to see you, my man. We've also got Sledhead coming in saying what's up. Good to see you, my brother. I appreciate you taking some time tonight. Bobby's cracking me up with this one. He says sticker with the hard R. I thought that was pretty funny.
Sticker with the hard R.
That joke may not be for everybody, but I thought it was funny. We got Brother John Comics in the house. What's up, Brother John? I appreciate you coming through. What did you miss? Oh, you missed nothing really important. If you don't know about it, you probably don't need to know about it at this point. I
will say it is very hard I hate to put this against along gender lines, but it's really hard to be a woman in those chats.
Oh my God, it's awful to be it's awful to be gay in those chats. It is
that too.
It is absolutely, it's a battlefield from hell to be a woman in those chats.
Mm-hmm.
It only matters if you care what people say.
Because I haven't done a lot of lives in my time, but one of the lives that I did got totally bombed by a couple comic skaters that didn't like what I had to say. And really they couldn't argue me on an actual ideal front. They had to attack the way I looked.
So the stoicism would preach to you, and I am real big into stoicism. It's not what they said that hurts you, it's your opinion of what they said. And you don't have to have an opinion of what those people say or anyone says, really, because I don't care what people say at all. I was in those chats. I was talking shit a little bit. But they all ignored me. Nobody paid any attention to me. So, because I enjoy the attention myself. If you're in here calling me whatever, I'm going to probably think it's funny that you're paying attention to me.
Was he mentioning anyone besides like Durs, or was it just sticker people in general, especially Durs?
He was a big fan of Sticky Goose, obviously. He really he was a big fan. He was a big fan of making fun of sticker people who come on YouTube and aren't serious YouTubers, monetizing and making money. In their world, if you're not making money, there's no point in doing this.
I'm sorry, but I have to tell you, I watched his video this evening involving the cosplay, and he's got ads in front of his so he's obviously making money from this.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. That's a real YouTuber, though. That's what they're saying. And so people who aren't doing that and making money, they're not. Well, I mean, I really didn't watch. I shouldn't speak on what they're saying. I didn't give a fuck enough to watch all of it.
Is it a gig I want? Sure, give me money. But, come on. Like to put yourself forward like that and just be like,
I'll be honest.
Critical of people.
I'll be honest and say I never came to a firm understanding of comic skaters. I will say that I've seen comic skaters and I've seen anti-comic skaters, and I'm not really impressed with
anti.
I'm not really.
Wait. Who are the comic skaters?
John De La Rose is one, definitely. I don't know enough to say.
No.
You skaters.
Who are the comic skaters? Do they read comics?
Man, I found this one lady that was streaming.
Oh Lord, you are messing up my whole joke, Marcus.
Oh, sorry.
I said comics skaters.
Who are the comic skaters?
Okay.
Is it Night Thrasher?
That's
Dazzler there?
Are they Lords of Dogtown there?
Do they roller derby on weekends?
Maybe.
Niobe Comics is how I know about the latest cosplay video, because I checked him out and he talked about what the video was about. So everything I know about the video, I know from Niobe.
I want to call attention to something you just put on the screen that Durr said about people buying subs. the thing that really just like scares me about a lot of these people with this mindset is that they're not buying subs. There's that many shitty people that agree with them.
Oh no, there's definitely subs buying going on. There's definitely some of that going on.
Well, also buying subs is like not cheap, you know, like, so I mean that's some hardcore investment.
Yeah, he started to go in on you, Durs, but then they immediately stopped because they were acting like you were gonna take their video down if they did. So, or he did, I should say. It was just one person.
Well, let's be clear. When you acknowledge that you're teetering on bullying, or what are the more appropriate fancy legal terms?
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually,
maybe they could help you, J2, because I honestly I never really understood the comics.
There's a Wikipedia article that'll get you up to speed.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny to me, right? Is that these people like Ethan Van Sciver think that they're gatekeeping the comic community because it's gotten so out of control with these woke folk and things, without realizing that they are just the complete deep opposite end. Like,
without having any kind of perspective of comic history whatsoever.
The sad thing is some of them really do, and I just can't fathom. I can't fathom.
Well, I think maybe we're not supposed to understand them because we're not a part of it.
The thing is, the newer, brighter, less 2016 Cliff is just really trying to just be better. I'm really trying to connect with people heart to heart, you know?
Yeah,
I'm
trying to too.
It's so hard because every once in a while, a 4th of July picnic comes along and you're shoving someone into the side of a house and the drywall on the inside breaks and you end up paying your friend's girlfriend for the inside drywall, but you had to handle your business. But that was last year, and I'm trying.
I thought that was 2016. That was last.
No, Magneto Cliff was alive and well in 2016. Woo!
Woo! Yeah, and Durs, I saw you talking about your opportunity with your local comic shop, and that would be dope, man. Good luck with setting all that up. So Durs is maybe doing some auctions and selling with his LCS. And,
cool.
Maybe taking some trips and doing some work on that. So he could be the next Comic Tom, guys. Whoa. What are we?
You know, one of the...
What were
I love that.
I say Wikipedia not because I want to be short with you, and I apologize.
It felt like you were being short. Actually,
I apologize. But the thing is because I say that not because I'm trying to be short with you, and I apologize if it seemed that way. It's because the answer is a little bit complex, and I think people really want to get into here. In that, like, it doesn't just it's not just something that's like just people having opinions about comic books. It's broader than that, and it comes as an offshoot of a whole other thing called Gamersgate. And the reason why Comicsgate came along is because Gamersgate crawled so Comicsgate could run. Okay, so that's why, like, because it's not just here's a one paragraph definition of what Comicsgate is.
Sorry about that.
It's because there's so much there, you know. And I apologize if I made it seem like I was being short. I apologize.
You're all good. Even if you were being short, I don't give a shit. Be short.
Well, no, because you know what? You don't affect change. You don't affect revolution unless you're able to have people understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand that if if you're really trying to talk to people, you got to speak in a way that allows them to continue listening to you. What's up, Lady Fantastic? How you doing tonight?
Not much, man. I just got done playing a child's game called Fortnite and being really mediocre at it and having a great time. And now I'm here with you guys. Wanted to come and say hey with y'all.
All right.
Thank you for joining us. And we got C Bizzle in the house. The Council of Comics is well represented tonight.
We're taking over.
With the badass Nightmare on Elm Street poster, sir.
Yes. My fiance she has a horror podcast called Horror Movie Warriors. It's on Spotify. Check her out. Anything you see horror behind me is all hers. We got like Funko Pops and
Chucky.
An actual. Where's it at? Oh no!
You said she's on Spotify?
Yep.
Oh shit!
We got the Freddy Krueger claws.
Nice.
One of her fans made this for her.
What?
I don't know if I should be impressed or scared.
That is freaking awesome. You should be impressed.
You may as well be
If
impressed.
you need help with that, you should be impressed.
There's no need in being scared. If you're scared, you're already dead. So go ahead, just be impressed.
Coming from a Marine, I'm gonna have to take that advice.
just be impressed, because if it goes the other way, you can't do anything about it. So
that is true. First of all, what's up, my good friend Cliff? That's my homie.
He's all right.
Flash.
I believe in
I see you, Lady F.
To the Sandris expose that was done on me, that I'm a sticker hater person. How dare you?
How dare they?
That was pretty.
I was pretty offended.
Any thoughts on the video dedicated to you, which I would absolutely love.
It was a long ass fucking weekend. I was so tired, and that shit was fucking hilarious. I'm like, why did they even take the time today? I legit, if you see me in the chat, I was like, yo, it's not even my birthday.
I thought you had something to do with it.
It was such an intense expose. I was like, y'all thought this was, y'all came up with this for fun. I'm like, I love it. Absolutely love it.
You just keep an eye out for that neighbor in the gray hoodie. He seemed kind of sketchy.
Real.
What, you mean more?
The neighbor in the gray hoodie was kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
That neighbor in the gray hoodie, wasn't that Mark? Look, it was.
It might have been Mark. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, maybe.
Allegedly.
Yeah. It was real shady.
John's Comics for Kids, zero hiding. The logo is fully exposed, even though they blurred his face.
He was not protected at all.
Zero protection.
Whatever kind of witness protection he was in, they failed.
Okay, so I have a question. What are we talking about?
Black Comics did an expose on me on how I'm a traitor to the community, and it's fucking hilarious.
Okay, so who did it?
Whack Comics.
Whack Comics.
Okay, so are they serious or are they just being satirical?
No.
It's a spoof on like a documentary almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should go check it out.
A mockumentary.
Yeah.
It was
okay, so it is satirical. Okay. All right.
Yeah. What up to Dig?
We got to pull Carrie back from the back
hey,
over
you know
to
what?
the
Nobody. You know what? If somebody is truly making fun of Cliff or being mean to him in any way, we ride it dawn.
We ride it dawn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can catch Cliff by the time he gets there.
See, Bizzle, J2 has a request
by the time I get there, Cliff may have handled this business already.
If Dark Phoenix is loose, it's bad. We know there's the three list: Hulk, Magneto, Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because that girl has no self-control. She will scorch this planet to the core and leave a remaining few to start over. That's Dark Phoenix Cliff. Watch out for her. Magneto Cliff is revolutionary. Flip the cars, light them on fire, and keep it going to the Capitol. That's Magneto Cliff. And Hulk Smash Cliff puts you into the side of a building on 4th of July when you blame all of America's problems on queer people?
Man,
Lord.
Sean posted on Instagram that he had something that he was heated about. I thought he was going to come through and give us some juicy gossip to talk.
Who was heated?
Scotty S-Bond 82.
What was he heated about? He never gets heated about shit.
I know.
And that's what he said. He said, usually I don't have these kind of beefs, but I got something to get off my chest. And so that's why I got here early to try and sneak my FOC propaganda in.
Is he coming? Come on, Scotty. I want to hear this beef.
Where's Scotty? I need to hear this. Yeah.
I wanted to know what it was about too. I ain't seen him though, unfortunately. We got Critical Entertainment in the house. Check the homies out, a great comic book publishing company that are really starting to get distributed. I can't speak. But criticalenertainmentla.com. Definitely check the homies out. That's the dude right there.
Right on.
Phil is stalking once again. That dude's been known. If anyone is close to Columbia, South Carolina, they're having Soda City Comic-Con this weekend.
Columbia.
I haven't been to a Comic-Con in years.
You got to go to Heroes or Planet in Kansas City next year. Start planning now.
I hope you're saving up for Heroes Con because I'm already selling my ass.
Lordy.
Speaking of
Jesus.
the only way I could go.
How much you
is
charge?
if I have an OnlyFans.
$320 an hour. See, so don't settle for less than $320 an hour out there in Texas. Okay, if they're looking for a chub, they gotta pay quality chub like prices.
$320 or $370?
$320.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the in-house. If I gotta go out, then we go up. All right. So I want you boys to remember that. See,
you gotta pay for gas and
price.
That's a lot.
But the way Slash gave me that face, like, why am I in this?
Shout out to
that's inflation. That's all that is.
That's inflation.
Inflation gets us all, everybody.
Thanks, Obama.
Shout out to the homie. I was just gonna say real quick. Shout out to the homie Durs for following Critical Entertainment on Instagram. We gotta support independent comics for sure. Keep this thing moving and shaking. I put the link in the chat as well. If anybody else wants to plug into that, definitely check them out. You got to support what you want to see in this world, guys. All right, continue.
I'm about to follow him right now. Boop.
And shout out to the homie Southpaw Brad. Good to see you, my man. Southpaw Brad used to be in South Carolina. Are you still there, Southpaw Brad? We got the homies Nate. Nate's here and there is going to be at Soda City Comic-Con. Definitely check that out. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you don't have to be into comics to be into the homies, to hanging out with the homies. So definitely still try and make it happen, guys. I went in 2022, had a blast. And then, of course, this year was a blast as well, man.
Guys, I got
Critical
some bad
Entertainment
news.
was already following me. I just followed them back.
I got some bad news. J-Lo is filed for divorce from Ben Affleck.
Oh, yeah. That's good news for me.
Can we even believe in anything?
What, you want her?
No.
Why not?
No.
I'm sorry, what happened?
Well, I'm just fucking. I can't stand it. Like, honestly, both of them annoy me. But I would say that J-Lo probably irks me a smidge more than Ben.
Wait, hold on. What is this?
Peter Cullen.
I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to stop on my way through Columbia, South Carolina on Friday, but this may have to happen.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh, that's what's up. Thanks for coming through, Nate, and telling us about it.
That may have to. Well, the one time I met Peter Cullen, I stood in line for 3 hours to get his autograph. I don't know if I got 3 hours this weekend, but we're gonna try. I may have to petition the wife and beg and maybe do some extra laundry or wash dishes or something.
Bennifer is over for the second time. Wow.
Man, I saw this meme and it was like J-Lo like in a mink coat, like walking down her driveway with like a cup of coffee, like with her head in the air, like I give up. Oh. And it's like
Marcus, get it right. It's Bennifer 1.0 done for the second time.
And it was like when you realize the person you dated 20 years ago hasn't changed. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, let me
That's
tell
like
you.
because there are two Benefers, right?
Yes, because he also was with
Jennifer Garner and then J-Lo.
Jennifer Garner is a
She's
sweetheart.
good.
and I
She's a
love her.
sweetie.
She is. I've
She's
run into her
normal.
at the supermarket. And he's pretty normal too.
Fairly, but he's got his issues. He's got his demons.
No, he does have his issues, but like he's still a pretty normal guy.
He's not a dick.
Right. J-Lo's life is like out of control.
Dude.
And once again,
She got that role in Selena, and then she thought she was Selena afterwards. She thought she had that.
Okay, Selena's parents encouraged that a little too much, let's remember. Okay? They were upset.
They wanted
And I don't know if you know this, but after the movie came out, her papa was on Univision or Telemundo having a memorial every freaking year, back to back.
I didn't know that. So she was exploited, is what you're saying. The
A
memory
little
of
bit,
Selena.
maybe like not intentionally, but like one of those things where like there's like it's their daughter. This is her story. You're bringing her to life, and you get maybe too wrapped up in it. You know,
it's kind of like what happened with gosh, I watched you guys remember Behind the Music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you watch the day the music died, Behind the Music, which what you do see a story in there. Lou Diamond Phillips talking about filming La Bamba. And there was every once in a while you would have members of Richie Valence's family on set, and like it just one of his little sisters was on set the day that they filmed him getting on the plane. And it was like it all came right back for her, and it was like she was there again, and she started screaming and crying. And
I mean, I can imagine that something like that can probably be quite re-traumatizing.
It really is, and sometimes I really wonder, like, how can they get like her parent or at least her father? There's a Selena series on Netflix, and that he's a producer on. That's fairly new. I mean, like, I do realize part of it is he wants to keep his daughter's legend alive, you know, so that multiple generations can know her. But anyhow, that said, and I know Jennifer Lopez is not perfect, but I do believe that the two of them were truly, truly, truly in love. And the first time the public failed them, and this time their life situations failed them.
I think it's wild to have such opinions on people's private lives like that. It's crazy to me.
Oh no, I'm a meddler. Yesterday I was giving out sex
fodder.
advice
It's just fodder.
to my friends. You know? Well, the thing is, first of all, I've met these people on multiple occasions, so I'm like developed feels. So that's a bad thing.
I mean, just imagine complete strangers pontificating upon your relationships, though. It'd be a wild experience.
Their first relationship. The whole world.
Dude, that's the price you pay for getting into Hollywood. You will be.
I'm not saying anything's wrong. I'm just saying it would be a weird experience for complete strangers to be pontificating about your personal life. I'm not saying anything.
Dude, it is weird, but how about look who we were talking about? Why was that dude and his lawyer wife pontificating about people who just want to enjoy comics, right? You know, it's just out there. It just happens.
People do that shit.
You know, it just happens. But I'm just saying, if I'm ever that famous, I am not going to let the public condition interfere with my freaking happiness. You know?
Right on.
Like I told my friend Vinny yesterday about his man. I was like, did you give him some ass today? I was like, give him them cheeks to clap. Give it to him. And he's like, Cliff, he's having a nap. I was like, well, when he gets up from that nap, you better get to it. He did. And I'm very proud.
I'll have no comment.
Pontificating? You don't like my word, pontificating?
It's not like I don't like the word. I'm on my phone trying to look it up.
I don't really care about Jennifer. I think like the fact that they're kind of a joke. Like this is what Hollywood creates. Like, is J-Lo even talented? Not really. She's pretty and she can dance. Her peak was like at the what was that
in
show
Living Color?
Yeah, in Living Color. That was peak. I feel like. I don't know, man. I just
Okay, I'm just going to choke the venom down right now. Let me get another drink.
All right, before you go, to pontificate, to express one's opinion in a way. Yep, and express one's opinions in a way to consider annoyingly pompous, dogmatic.
In a way considered annoyingly pompous and dogmatic. Yes.
Correct.
Well, what about postulate? Is that better?
Oh Lord, how do you spell that?
Oh Lord.
That's a question. That's a question. Let me pontificate the word.
There you go, postulate. This conversation is going in wild and unexpected.
Y'all, we're gonna be able to pass SAT like verbal.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Boom.
we are. Yes. Education night. Yo, I gave so to my group today, which is like a class, right? Was my communication group, and I gave a class on communicating like Barbara Stanwyck, and it was wonderful. And I played the clip from the Thornbirds, and it was fabulous. Because Barbara, what are you gonna say? No, Barbara Stanwyck.
Go ahead.
Barbara Stanwyck, really, her acting method was about coming off as authentic as possible and playing off the authenticity of those she acted with, right? And so I'm telling them, this is like about presentation and all of that, like all the things that made Barbara Stanwyck all the things that she was, from Blue Valley Mary to Gunsmoke to the Thornbirds to
Christmas in Connecticut.
There you go. I forgot about that. So anyhow, put in the scene from the Thornbirds, and the Thornbirds captures everything. Where she touches his arm, and he's a priest, and she's like, I'm tired. I'm going upstairs. Will you walk with me? And it's very gentle, and they have the walk, and they go up the stairs very slowly because she's older, and they talk about her age, and everything. The cadence is perfect. It's just like it's a nice, gentle conversation that starts turning into a familiar conversation that turns into, I don't understand. What is it you want from me? I want you to kiss me. I want you to touch my body. I want you to love me. And then it all comes out. I have always loved you. Getting old sucks. Inside this body is someone who still wants and feels, and it's just so beautiful. I can't even do it justice. But of course, I ended the group on that, and everybody was like, "Wow!" So I'm really proud. I'm just really proud of that. I had such a great class, and I love that I stuck the landing.
I don't want to change subject too much, but 2025. I'm making it a point to meet y'all in person. I've been knowing y'all for at least almost 2 years. I gotta go shopping. Right? I gotta go shopping with Caroline to her LCS. That's number one.
I'll take you places.
I gotta hang out and watch some wrestling with Marcus and Beckerman.
De La Ghetto, Brother Joe,
and Swag Duh.
Swag.
Cliff, I ain't gonna tell you what me and Cliff gonna be doing.
Hitting up a Kroger.
We're gonna be running up and down the states. I'm gonna show you all the places that I do my hooking. It's gonna be great.
Just take me to some good food places. I'm a fat guy, so I love food.
Oh my God, we're gonna eat and shop for comics from New Jersey through New York to Connecticut.
Yes.
Anybody want to run by Indianapolis for me? Because nobody's in Indianapolis.
I drove through Indiana back in June. I'm in Texas, but I was visiting my family in Detroit, Michigan. So I had to drive through Indiana. If I would have known, yeah, it's all right. It wasn't that bad.
I want to say nobody's in Alabama, but that's not true. I'm just in Montgomery by myself.
I mean, I saw you at the Birmingham thing.
Yeah, I gotta get back to Birmingham too. I missed that a couple of years in a row.
Yeah. I went.
In fact, there's one, and it may be this year. There's one in Birmingham this year. called the Alabama Comic Con, and my plans, if I can find some deals on Amazon, my plans are to get me some cosplay, so I can I make people believe when I go to the con dressed as Bro Hendry. I need me a blue silk shirt and some white pants and maybe like a powder blue jacket. I think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
From London to Paris to Tokyo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Phil, I'm so sorry. I was in my hometown for about almost a week, and I visit 2 comic book shops. I visit my favorite comic book shop. It's called Liberty Comics in Roseville, Michigan. And the second comic book shop I visit was Vault of Midnight, near downtown Detroit. Or it should be in I think it was in downtown.
So
what's this?
Cliff has shared with me something he picked up for Comics Curing Cancer.
Nice.
Yep.
And this
Is that a remark?
With a remark from who?
That's Terry that's Terry Dodson, sir.
Terry Dodson.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Very
And
nice.
so, and you'll notice it actually says Comics Curing Cancer 2024,
Yeah.
which CBCS told me, they said, listen, if it's not part of the remark, it's not going on the label. So I grabbed the what do you call it, whoever the person is, right? We went over to Terry. Terry was wonderful. You know, Terry's commission rate begins at $50, right? And I don't know if y'all know that him and his wife were taken advantage of around 2011 or 16 something. It was horrible. It was at New York Comic Con. It was really bad. And so, of course, I didn't want him to feel like I was taking advantage or soliciting. And he goes, no. You know, this is great. This is great. And anyhow, he charged me $35. And I thought that was just wonderful.
That's lovely.
You know, he was like, he's like, don't worry. And I had another book of what I had creators signing the book for me right on one side. And then my YouTube pal signing the back of it. So he signed that for me. And he signed another comic for me. You know, instead of charging me all this money, he's like, no, it's great that you're doing this. So then, of course, this is currently being slabbed by CBCS. I got an original page of Justice League Dark from Adriana Mello and Joe Prado, which they both signed.
Ooh.
I got an original piece of art from Ryan Gary Brown. It's a Spawn. That's really cool. And he signed this. I'm at the bottom. You can't see me.
Flip me in, Cliff.
Oh shoot! Hold on. Let me do that.
And of course, and this is signed. It's signed by Ryan Gary Brown. Sorry, right there.
Oh, that is awesome too, man.
That is a gorgeous cover.
So
And
those were my Comics Curing Cancer acquisitions at Terrificon this weekend.
And while we're talking about it, we might as well bring it up. Comics Curing Cancer is coming up real quick. And it's an official campaign of the American Cancer Society. Right now, they are soliciting donations, people, slabs, original art, comic books, runs of comic books, anything that people would be interested in purchasing. And you're not buying anything directly from the Comics Curing Cancer people. Anything you buy, your money's going directly to the American Cancer Society portal. So there's no shenanigans going on here. It's a direct link between you and the American Cancer Society. So plug into them on Instagram, Comics Curing Cancer, to stay plugged in on everything that's coming up here in October. So it's coming up real quick. And if you have anything that you think you might be able to donate, man, hit them up. Now is the time to get that done. I actually need to do that myself. I need to go through my collection and figure out what I'm going to be able to send. What are people interested in buying? Because I definitely want to plug in and do my part. And then plug in for the big show in October, man. It's a big party. It's a great time with a lot of opportunities to get a lot of cool stuff for decent prices. So a lot of fun to be had and books to be had. So plug into that again. Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram. Link is in the chat, guys. Let's support this thing. They've already got the portal up to a ridiculous amount of money. They raised $50,000 last year. I believe they've doubled that already this year. I haven't looked at it lately, so don't hold me to that. But they are blowing it up already, and we haven't even got to the big show yet. So this thing continues to grow year in, year out, and it does not grow without it being comic book community driven. This is the love and the heart of this community, of these sticker people, are just doing a great thing for a great cause. So,
Well,
go ahead.
And they really are hurting on the original art side of things. So if anyone out there knows artists that they can get involved, work the best of your magic, please.
Yeah. So me and another guy from the Comics Curing Cancer, from the Council of Comics, green shirt guy. We both actually going to be doing a blank sketch cover. Not many people know that I could draw. I can draw. So I'm doing a sketch cover. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm going to go up to my LCS tomorrow and pick up some blank sketch covers, especially the Black Panther and versus Predator. I really want to do something with that. And then we're going to try to send it off to Rob as far as Comics Cure Cancer goes.
That's awesome, man. And like he said, we need more original art. Great community artists plugging in and doing this. And I can't wait to hopefully I win some bets so I have even more money to spend because I can't wait to try this stuff out.
What do you use? Do you use Prize Picks?
No, that's not. I don't like those games because those are Prize Picks are for states that don't have real sports books, right? If you have a real sports books, I don't really like Prize Picks. I use DraftKings mostly and FanDuel, a little bit of ESPN. I go where the deals are. So if they offer you a deposit match, then I'll come give you my money for the free money. I'm a degenerate.
I want to give a shout out to Swagda. I just saw it just popped up in the chat.
Swagda.
Kansas City represent. He's from the Missouri side, but we'll let that go. We won't get too much into that. We got Jagular in the house. One of the homies that's been hanging out in Discord. And let me go ahead and just do my Discord spiel here. Actually, been having a good time in Discord, guys. There's a lot of Discord channels I'm sure that I'm not aware of, but the ones I am aware of are Jig's Kingdom, which has been a great time. There's always people hanging out in Jig's Kingdom, watching movies. Scarpad's been running Alien in there. There's always something going on. We've been playing a ton of this Spellcast game, which is like a Boggle / Words with Friends kind of game. I'm the best at it. Nobody even comes close to me. But we've been having a lot of. It's facts, dude. It's facts. I'm the greatest there ever was. But we've been having a lot of fun in there. And we've been playing a lot of poker too. I'm actually at the top of the leaderboard in poker as well because I'm awesome at everything. So check out Jig's Kingdom on Discord. Having a great time in there. And we've been trying to get the Legion of Comics Discord popping. And that's another great one. People haven't been in the voice channel as much, but people have been in there as well. And we're getting that one pumping. I think comic book YouTube, comic book Instagram should definitely jump into Discord and get a feel for it because I am loving it. I use it for gambling and I use it for my 32-man college football dynasty. And I'm a big fan, man. It's great stuff. You can do a lot of stuff in there, and it's crazy that thing is free. I can't believe it.
Oh, I didn't know you sent me a friend
request. You found
request.
your 30-second?
What'd you say?
You found your 30-second?
I got it in there. You know I got to talk about Discord. I've been hanging out in Jig's Kingdom every day. All day.
Snap. Okay, wait a minute.
But before we get to it, we got ladies with some acquisitions here.
I love this part.
What do we got here?
So I got a chunk. It's 14 books. Here we go. It's Mask of the Red Death, Edgar Allan Poe.
Okay.
And I have a buddy who really, really likes Edgar Allan Poe. And so I try to pick up any of his comics that I see when I come across them. So I picked that up for him.
That's a great cover, man.
I love Mask of the Red Death.
The interior art is crazy good.
Have you ever seen the Vincent Price movie?
No. I've read the story, but I've never watched a movie adaptation of it. And then we've got this.
Oh, nice.
Midnight, the Rebel Skunk.
Cute.
What?
Yeah. She's a sassy little skunk who finds herself on the other side of the law. She's a little rough and kind of a gangster.
She got them ham hocks I like.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. And then I picked this one up. I found it on eBay for a 10 spot, and it's in really nice shape. And so I was like, gotta get it. I gotta get it.
Oh, pretty.
Don Newton, the Phantom, number 74.
30 center, looking real good.
That
Very
is beautiful.
Yeah, she's a banger. She is a banger. So I love it. America. I'm
I'm still going in, Sledhead. I'm still going in.
Supergirl number 8.
Oh wow. Get the
20
Medusa.
center.
Oh, I love the Medusa cover. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's really cool. I'm trying to get the first 10 issues because I think this one only went to 10 issues. So yeah, I found this. I had to grab this because I'm a big
No, don't show me that.
Chadwick Boseman fan and a big Black Panther fan.
Oh.
So this is a variant edition for Black Panther issue 170.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I need that one.
I didn't either, but I got it.
That's why I got to go shopping with you.
Yeah. This I got for G-Man. I had to start a new G-Man pile, but I saw this Dead of Night number 1.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, G-Man will shit himself for this.
Is that Man Thing?
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Hell yeah, it is.
That is.
How old is that?
2008. Yeah.
Girl, I'm like you stumbled onto a what do you call it? You stumbled onto a gold mine. As
Nuggets.
soon as people realize that this exists,
Nuggets. And then I got Doctor Strange number 12 because it's volume 3 I'm trying to collect. Well, this is technically Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme volume 1, I think, if you want to call it. So there's that. And then that's Morgan Le Fay right there. Beep. And then I found issue 14.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to probably get maybe like the first 50 of this run. So I want to give it a good read. And then another Black Panther number 1.
I have that one.
So I hadn't had it, and this is my first time owning this, but this
Do you have the other 3 issues?
No. That's my only one. I love this cover. Look at them teeth.
Yeah.
Killer Orca.
I have one.
Come on, tell me that shit ain't cool, man. I love these freaking covers, bro.
I love those covers too. Someone's got to be naked for me,
right? And somebody's got to have teeth.
No teeth.
Hulk 166, first appearance of Zax. I found this and it was for a really good deal.
20 center, nice.
Yeah. If you can find these for a 5 spot, fucking get it.
Get them.
Get it.
Yeah.
And then I had to pick this up. I'm pretty sure her name's Spitfire. Yeah. I think this is the first appearance of Spitfire. Or maybe when she joins a team, actually, when she first becomes an invader. Because she may have been coming earlier, like issue 6 or something. So
The Sledhead has a question for you, Lady F.
Is there a vampires everywhere in that stack? Maybe.
For those who don't know the reference, there's a book in the movie Lost Boys that they're reading called Vampires Everywhere.
The vampires everywhere. There's not.
And as soon as we saw it, we all were like, "Oh,
we went to look it up because it says Blackthorn Publishing, and that's a real publisher, but it wasn't. It was actually made for that movie specifically.
It's Lady F. I looked up that cover, and it is the first appearance of Spitfire.
Is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sugar.
Nice.
Chamber of Darkness number 8, y'all.
Man, all of these books look so presentable, man.
Bernie Wrightson. Bro, I love Bernie Wrightson. He could draw some of the best horror and has. So there's that. Yeah.
15 center. That's
15
crazy.
center. Yeah, so this is like early bronze. And then just a couple more. Got Supernatural Thrillers, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This art, this Bronze Age horror stuff, man.
Yeah, that's classic looking.
Dude, I'm just gonna tell you, it's this Mylar makes everything look better.
Is that what it is? Because all of these have looked so good. I'm like, dang.
Mylar makes everything look better, dude.
Now you know how people had to replace their bags and boards. How often do you have to replace Mylars?
Never.
Yeah,
it's archival.
They're way more expensive, but they take.
It's used by the National Archives and Library of Congress.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is I want to say the first cover appearance on a comic of Man-Thing. So that's really cool because in the issue before this, it's the story of Man-Thing, the origin.
Kazar, is Kazar ever going to come back? I haven't seen him in anything.
Yeah, well, this is an Astonishing Tales, number 13, but this is a Kazar, story. All right, whatever, Kazar, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever you say, I'll go with.
I'm done. That's it.
That was a dope haul. It needed vampires everywhere in there.
I absolutely love that Edgar Allan Poe one.
Thanks, dude.
What's really funny is like you're talking about Edgar Allan Poe. I have a T-shirt on, and you can't really tell because it's small and it's cursive, but it has a quote from Edgar Allan Poe on it.
No shit. So you're Poe gal.
It's from one of his poems called Annabelle Lee.
Yes.
He loved with a love that was more than love.
Wow.
So that Astonishing Tales, it is the first cover appearance and third appearance of Man-Thing. So you were correct.
Sweet.
Dang, that's a big one then. That's
yeah,
nice.
Man. Mm-hmm. It's just fun. I like finding, fun little things, and I like the history. I can't get into new shit when there's old shit like that. I can't.
To each their own, right?
It's for everybody, and all this stuff is good. So.
Can I just tell you, Spider-Woman issue 10, that technically releases tomorrow, is the last issue of this series. And I fucking cried.
What was the issue again?
Issue 10. This is a series. This is a series that I did not take seriously. I started picking it up because of the Assembly, which are the new characters that showed up only on covers months ago. I was like, well, you know what? I like to roll the dice on some specs, so let me grab them, right? I had no clue Spider-Woman's ending. And C. Bizzle remembers Monday night, I said, isn't it strange that all the comics that we're looking at and Spider-Woman has no variants?
Yep.
Right? And so sure enough, that was the reason. And I didn't realize how wrapped up I was in her journey in this 10 issues until this issue hit me like a ton of freaking bricks, And like, I was like, and she's like telling.
And this is Jessica Drew.
This is Jessica Drew. And she's telling the kids, like, after they've defeated whoever they defeated. I mean, I don't want to ruin everything for everyone in case I'm actually telling y'all to please try and read those 10 issues, right? Because it's mostly like she wants to know what happened to her son, Jerry, that no one on the planet seems to remember except Spider-Boy, because Spider-Boy has been removed from time. So Spider-Boy remembers him, right? And when she meets the Assembly kids, she's like, do they even know they're working for Hydra? But of course, they're brainwashed. So anyhow, this issue just caught me off guard. She has this big battle. The kids come to her aid. They have the big showdown. It's action-packed. Jessica's just full of it. Like the villain's like, oh, I did this and that, and that's what I did with your son. And that's what Hydra would want. And she's just like, and I give zero fucks. And of course they bleep out fucks, right? And she's like, all I need to know is the horrible things that you did to those children, what you did to my son, and then boom, and then the reveal of who the villain is. And then they go through it. But when she tells the kids, don't let what Hydra did to you define you, I was like, oh my God, I'm not ready. Because she is the quintessential character of Marvel, of don't let what Hydra did to you define you. And I don't know. I was just so weak. I was so vulnerable. I'm like, why am I crying? I'm like, Anthony, that's the LCS song. I'm like, Anthony, oh my God, I can't. Why is this the last issue? Oh my God, damn you, Toy Story 3. Damn you, Toy Story 3. It's a Toy Story 3 moment. I got so emotional, and she like leaps off the building and she leads the kids to she gives them the big old pep talk, to like go be good, go be heroes, go make your actions worth it and all that stuff. And then it ends with never the end. And then the writer has this last page, white lettering on red about, like, I can't believe it. And they only gave us 4 issues anyway. And I would love to write Jessica again one day, but if I can't, I'm so happy I had the opportunity to write her. I was like, oh my God, I don't know why am I so emotionally involved? I was wrecked.
You know why you're emotionally involved? Because the writer was emotionally involved.
Exactly.
But I was dismissive of the series. Then I thought the series was cute, and then when this was happening, I was like, "Oh shit, I care about everyone." Why do I care?
Steve Fox is the writer.
Moment. I was really having a moment.
Who is
is
the writer?
Spider-Woman on it? Is Spider-Woman on the team?
Yep. These are the last 2 issues.
Is she on a team right now? Phil wants to know.
She is in the book Spider Society.
Yeah.
So that's where you can find her, and he even says that at the end.
I think anytime you don't see a spider person, you can find them in one of the Spider Society Spider-Verse books. That's where they're hanging out until their next solo book.
Who is the writer?
And let me tell you, Steve Fox.
Okay. Steve Fox.
By the way, Steve Fox has done a lot of X-Men that's been. Yeah, he's done a lot of X-Men that's been wishy-washy. I don't know. How do you feel about Steve Bissell? His X-Men's like so-so, right?
It's been okay. Nothing to write home about, but I won't drop none of his books.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So something that DC gave me a smile about that you can find tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, boys.
I'm gonna say
Dream
this
come true, baby. And look, it's not Nightwing's ass either. It's just Nightwing being gorgeous and leaping.
You know,
say this.
like he does.
This might sound crazy, but Steve Fox could be the next Tom Taylor for Marvel. Just to let y'all know.
If he controls himself, himself. By the way, this was for me. This is a great first issue.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody.
What a great homage too.
I feel being in this. It's so I'm not. I don't know a whole lot about Mark Russell, but being that I hear people talk about him all the time, I assume that the quality isn't the issue if people don't like it, but they don't like the direction. But like the quality of the book, I don't think is in question.
No,
the quality is
I've heard people say they don't like it, and I've seen a review on it, and I'm like, okay, I can see how some people either really like it or they're like, no, this is not my cup of tea at all. So
I know Frog Brawler didn't like it, but Clifford,
right?
I
saw his.
Oh, go ahead.
So you want if you want. So here's my recommendation for tomorrow. This is my official Cliff on Comics recommendation this week. Black Label from DC Comics, Jenny Sparks.
Where does she appear? Is she new? Where does
she's from the Authority.
Now, Jenny became Jenny Quantum in the Authority, but she did say this line that's quoted on the back cover about like, if you screw it up, I'll be back. Something like that, right? And
wasn't the Authority Wildstorm?
Yeah, and then it became Wildstorm was owned by DC at the time.
Okay, I didn't know. Sorry.
Be better or I'll come back and kick your heads in.
And I guess she comes back.
So in this Black Label story, Batman finds her, and apparently Batman has an agreement with her because she is the spirit of the 20th century. Okay, that is the personification of that.
Oh my God.
And so Batman has a deal with her that whenever a hero like goes rogue, goes south, just like falls off the deep end, she takes care of it. So he's like, this one's more dangerous than the others. And she goes, don't be so dismissive of Dowman. Dowman crawled in through my ear before I took care of him. So this implies
what's her name again?
Jenny Sparks.
Jenny Sparks. Okay.
So in this alternate universe, it's implied that we've had heroes fall off and Jenny's had to take care of them, and that Dollman should be one of the ones that fell off. So Batman's explained to her, he goes, this one is an S-class villain or S-class hero. It's like, it's Captain Atom, right? And she goes, and he's like, and Jenny, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, all I understand is he's an S-class villain. I'm the spirit of the 20th century, and you are a man in a mask who doesn't have a light for my cigarette.
I like it.
So I'm like, I'm sold. But it's
coming in with the sass.
I thought this was very strong. Written by Tom King. Jet Spokes is on.
I like Tom King.
I think this was great, and of course, it's in its own universe, so I don't have to. I am relieved of the nerdiness of wanting continuity, right?
It'll be interesting seeing like how this system of justice or how they designate, and get rid of or deal with these rogue bad guys or whatever. Just hearing it through Tom King, because
that's what I need, Cliff.
That's
what I need.
1 to 10, give it to me.
Hey, can you take that out? Does it show the cover under it?
They usually do.
Show me.
Did you read it?
You want that?
I haven't read it because I got the last one.
Did that come out last week?
This
week.
How? Oh, do you work at a comic shop, Cliff? You probably do. You probably have a hookup.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Ken Lashley.
Yep.
Wow,
correct.
That's crazy
the
cool.
The lid killer.
Yeah.
Did we need a Black Panther versus Predator? I didn't know we needed that.
Yes. We need every Black Panther.
The thing we didn't need is the thing that saves us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Also,
Cliff.
$1 this week.
Cliff. What's going on with you this week, man? What's on your channel?
This week on Cliff on Comics, Saturday morning at 10 a.m., Comics and Coffee with Cliff. This week's guest, Tony Old Wolf, is going to be on. We're going to talk about our terrific con experiences. It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to tell you of every neck kiss that we shared, every butt grab that we shared, and how our gay chicken game went in front of the 3 Men in the Basement plateau. Also, I'll share tales of how I kept accusing Greg Capullo of being my grinder hookup. It was wonderful. I love his reactions.
Oh my goodness gracious, Lord have mercy. Well, check out the homie Cliff. Sorry, I keep doing it. Check out homie. I keep saying it because that's your call sign, Clifford NY. That's why. Check out Clifford NY on YouTube. The homie Cliff. Thank you so much for jumping on as always, my man. You always keep it lively. Carrie, the officially unofficial geek. What's going on?
I mean, Greg Capullo is a handsome gentleman. I mean, I think he's a handsome guy.
He works out, I believe.
He works out.
I gotta tell you, when I was 17, he was so fucking fine. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You know who else works out is David Mack.
Yeah, he does.
I believe that. Yeah.
Phil Jimenez. He's a beefcake.
Jorge Jimenez.
Is that Jorge?
Jorge Jimenez is a god, and his wife is a goddess. Oh my lord!
No,
they're like the
I'm
most
talking about
beautiful
Phil.
American couple I've ever seen in my life. It's ridiculous.
Like it's crazy how absolutely beautiful Jorge Jimenez is.
No, I'm talking about Phil Jimenez.
Superman costume.
I mean, Phil Jimenez is gay, but he's still the hot beefcake.
No, Phil Jimenez is gay. He's lovely. His partner Joe is lovely. I love me some Phil.
But Jorge Jimenez is beautiful and super talented.
I'm gonna check out that. Well, I thought Phil he did fucking the got an Eisner, right?
Of course. He is very talented, but whenever I hear the word Jimenez, because of Batman, I instantly think of Jorge.
Hot, bro. Look at that. I'd hit it.
His Batman, whenever he jumps on the Batman book, is just like, oh yes. So awesome.
He's assassin.
How old is he?
Where can the people find more lusting after the comic book with Carrie?
Okay, so I just put up a video this evening. It's a reading vlog. It's about how reading It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth by Zoe Thorogood helped me understand my mental health better and possibly help me advocate for in the doctor's office. So.
Oh shit!
I like Zoe. She's cute. I follow her on the social medias. Check out the homie Carrie, officially unofficial geek, on Instagram as well as the YouTubes. Thank you so much, Carrie, for jumping on. I always appreciate you gracing us with your presence. What up to TJ? Thank you to you as well. What's going on with you?
All right, so I am going to be sometime soon posting Mystery Boxing Myself issue number 3, where I have bought a lot of $1 and $2 claims off Facebook, and I don't remember what I bought. So when I know, you'll know. And okay, I snuck in the box a little bit, and I snuck and grabbed at least one book to see what was in there.
Ooh, nice.
And
Oh my!
So
I like it.
So yeah,
already.
A lot of Black Panther love tonight.
I will be mystery boxing myself, but the real feat is the question of whether or not I can make it 3 weeks in a row for Transformers Thursday. And we're going to try and cover Transformers issue number 30, where we find out if Goldbug is going to die a coward or if he's going to live to be a hero.
And you take that happy beast there to meet Peter over the weekend.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to. I'm hoping the stars will have to align and everything because it's my network. So I'm going to get my mother-in-law and bring her back here from. You know what? I take that back. I'm not going that way. I just thought about it. I'm not going. I'm going through South Carolina, but not through Columbia. That's a few hours out of the way. I just thought about it. No. Yeah. I'll have to wait. I'll have to wait until next January maybe, and go back to New Orleans again. I'll find them.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
I love New Orleans, dude.
It is. Yeah, I went to New Orleans Fan Expo and I could not figure out for an hour how to park. And then by the time I found the parking I was looking for, I passed by it like 7 times.
Did you get to meet up with who dat?
I saw who that. I saw Southern Comic Geek and a couple of other people who had already gotten there early and seen Peter Cullen. So now I'm just in this 3-hour line being jealous because they've already been and they're doing the rest of their business while I'm in this long line that I was scared I was still going to get shut out from because there were 1,000 people trying to get $80 signatures from Peter Cullen. And I proudly bought 2, so I can't say anything to anybody.
Check out the homie TJ Flash by Night Comics, both on Instagram, YouTube, and he's a TikTok star as well.
TikToker, very demure, very classy on TikTok.
Oh, yes, of course. Definitely. Thanks for jumping on, homie. I appreciate you as always.
Yep.
Couching and slouching with C Bizzle, part of the Council of Comics. What's going on with you, my man?
So Sunday, I will be on the Council of Comics. We will be discussing what I consider one of the greatest superhero movies of all time with Spider-Man 2.
Meteor Man. Oh, damn.
No, you're close.
That's a different time, baby. A different time.
Also, I'm working on my 400 subscriber giveaway. Not really working on it. I already got the giveaway together. I just got to shoot the video for it. Also got everything I need for my 500 subscriber giveaway if I ever reach 500. Just like Flash, I will be. I have editing a video of a box I bought off of Facebook, and I didn't know what was in there. There was some good books in there. Some books I'm actually throwing into the giveaway for people. But yeah, that's all I'm doing as of right now. I'm also trying, like I said, I'm working on doing some sketch covers for C3 and get that done and hurry up and give it over to Rob. And that's about it.
That's what's up. Thank you for supporting Comics Curing Cancer. It's a beautiful comic book community-driven event that I'm oh so proud of, and I think it represents the best of what sticker people can accomplish. So thank you so much for C Bizzle for jumping on, man. I appreciate you. Caroline, lady fantastic. What's going on with you?
Not much. I'm just trying to live, man.
Just trying to make it.
My floors are getting installed on the 28th after delay, but my downstairs has been painted. Looks beautiful. I'm just you know, fuck. I need to do something, but am I gonna? Probably not.
It'll be a lot easier once the condo's ready to go. I know that.
I live for these renovation updates on Tuesday night.
Oh my god.
This is like my HGTV almost.
Yeah, I you know, I'm it's tough being an adult and recognizing that renovations never go the timeline. They always go longer, and it's just really frustrating. But it's okay. You know, it's a lot easier now that my mom's like not here. She stresses me the fuck out.
Shout out to mom.
I love you, mom.
Shout out to moms everywhere.
I need to call my mom now that you mention it.
I love you, mom, but your sense of urgency for shit, I don't have it.
Yep.
Yeah, Bobby makes a good point, man. It's gonna feel so good when you finally do get settled.
Yeah, and I've been, like I said, I've got all my comics out, and I've been transferring them, and putting them in alphabetical order, and I'm, you know, it's going to be really exciting, and at that point, I can't wait to, you know, start flexing a little bit, like showing the shit, like,
Yeah, that's what's up. And definitely, I'm gonna call my mom when I get off of here before I
all
go
your
to bed.
moms.
Everybody, call your mom. Tell her
Let them know you love them.
You love her. Yeah, and
It's
you
a little
appreciate it.
late for me, but you know,
Nobody's going to love
Same.
you like your mama loves you.
That's the
Mama.
damn truth. That's
So
for most people, and I'm sad for those of you who don't have that.
So sad for those who don't have it. Absolutely.
all your mama.
For sure. Well, thank you so much to everybody that jumped on and kept it lit. Thank you to the chat that kept it going all night long. I appreciate y'all. I do believe Comic Journey is still going live with the homie Perry. So if you are still looking for content, Jeff, definitely check them out. I've been spending a lot of time with Perry and the Jigs Kingdom.
Perry's funny as hell.
Yeah, and he's got two or three very successful YouTube channels. So I kind of made fun of Brian McClay and Comic Journey for their last show because they seemed to think they were some kind of comic book YouTube gurus. And I was like, I respected them having an opinion, but it just seemed weird coming from them as if they were some kind of authorities. But Perry's actually got some very big channels. He actually makes some nice money from YouTube, so he can actually tell you some real things. So if you're interested in that, I'm hoping that he got into that actually a little bit.
And the cool thing is he doesn't take himself that seriously. You know, he's just a good guy and he's authentic, and that's what I appreciate about it.
I love me some Perry, but don't ever tell him I said that.
Isn't Perry the gentleman that did the on Pop Culture Philosophers? He did the That Man Batman intro.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But you can go find out now. Link is in the chat, guys. Get over there to Comics.
He says, "What do you mean?"
Yeah, he says, "What do you mean?" a lot for sure. But check them out, guys. Let's get out of here. I will be over there if you're looking for some more circumstances tonight, though. Thank you so much again. Peace. Oh, I should do the outro. Actually, I almost left without doing the outro. All right, peace.